It was very strategic, and my general manager here, Keith Moore, did a remarkable job coming in, looking at perhaps some misguided steps we were taking in our marketing endeavors, reposition them, and very nimbly, very quickly start turning around who we're messaging to, where we're messaging, the type of messaging, and still loyal to our brand and to our credo and who we are, but just refining at the same time, broadening. Back to the core, we're still word of mouth, but in the Pura Vida we have higher ratio of single members that don't have kids or don't have spouses, and by nature there is more social media connectivity between that audience. So with our Pura Vida app, I think a very compelling website platform, and how we do message through Twitter and Facebook, it's been helpful, but it's a stronger part of our operating curriculum here. There's various levels to that. Staff, and everything from our mission statement to who we are, our value proposition, it is continuity. It's woven into everything we are to be inclusive, to properly message, to properly connect, and do it as, maybe it's a trite expression now, but to do it with authenticity. And I would say I've been very blessed because in both clubs that has really been that authentic, be who you are, be the best you can be, and make sure that, to the best of your ability, that we are connecting with our audience. On some level, twice a year in some capacity, on site, and then off site 12 months a year. And the more innovative we are, the more cutting edge we are. We like to say that the Pura Vida is a leader in Denver in trying to explore and identify and then deploy Group X classes that haven't been done in Denver before. So it's worked well for us. Separation. One, it gives us an opportunity to attract a type of trainer that they feel that their education is being valued and appreciated, and then they add credentials on top of that, then years of experience. And so for us, it really gets us to a point in hiring where there's a category that fits and a category that doesn't. Very good question. At Greenwood, in my management team there, if you add my tenure, we have 220 years together. So there is a remarkable longevity, and we track everyone that's been with us for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and of course we just turned our 25th anniversary. And here, we have been more transient. There's been other things that have occurred, but I'm very proud that we still have, 30, 40 of our original employees here in 4+ years. Again, separation. And for those, it's not meant to be mass market. It's meant to be truly boutique style, and more of a personal relationship between someone that is seeking that kind of holistic nutritional consulting and their customer. And people do want to find out what foods are better for them, all the way from digestion to energy to food allergies. And whatever station you are in life, right now gluten-free seems to be this buzz that sort of just permeates all of our dietary discussions. But there's so much other piece of the equation besides gluten-free. And our two consultants really do a brilliant job of drilling down and making sure that these people are getting the mechanics of, the types of food they're bringing in and why this choice versus that choice. So we don't want to be mass market or broad market there. We want to be very specialized. The trainers will actually do a handoff to those two consultants. So our trainers do not get into the world of, I know better or I know how to do it. At least in the Pura Vida model, they'll do an automatic handoff. And people aren't reluctant to pay for it, yeah, if they feel it's worth it.
Right.
They might not pay for a trainer, but they will likely, look at holistic nutritional counseling. It was particularly when we were going through the 2002 transformation of one general manager departing and a new general manager coming on. Again, we were going through some very challenging remodels at Greenwood at that time. It gave us an opportunity to really get into the heads of our members and let them to be completely honest and share with us how to improve. And it was challenging. It was actually sometimes it was contentious and even difficult to hear. And meetings would start at 6 o'clock, and I remember clearly there was meetings that last till 1 a.m. But when you invite your members to express truthfully what they feel, that's what you get. And I felt very validated and rewarded for that. It's broad. It's broad from personnel to training to programming to, by human nature, when you invite an audience in that has never been invited before, a lot of it can be just a complaint forum.
Right.
But then it's up to us to sort of channel those complaints into constructive outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we got familiar with each other, it really sort of just started gelling and turning into very bona fide exchanges of ideas, and let's be productive, and let's head towards meaningful conclusions and not just raise blood pressure and create angst.
Mm-hmm.
Let's work towards common goals, which is really the way it evolved. But it's been a good process, and here we don't have that. We don't have, not having kids here, not having families in Pura Vida, so many different things that we're far more compressed, so the challenges aren't the same. Market by market, Greenwood, again, we're on track to have a close to banner year this year. And there's a whole host of things that we did to try to get to that place. The amount of money that we reinvested in the last 7 years has been astonishing, but that's paying dividends. And just building that loyalty, keeping that reinvestment. And if we didn't, I think things would be different. Competition came in, and we held true to our principles, our values, and we showed our members how much we believed in our facility and believed in them, and that's key. There's no substitute for loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
In Pura Vida, we didn't discount. We held right to our price line, and we kept our quality of service high, didn't cut corners, and kept on executing at a very high level, and kept on, every time that bell rang, we got up and still kept punching.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still doing the same, and it's something you wake up and do with all your might every day.
Mm-hmm.
But we have fun doing it.